Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This video covers the Python list concept. We have already covered a couple of concepts regarding the Python list in the previous video. If you are new to this video, please refer to the previous videos and come back to this video so that you will be able to grasp what I am explaining here. So let's get started with this video. In this video, I will be learning about how to access the element from the list and nested list, and how to remove the element from the list, and how to use the negative indexing, and how to reverse the list. This is the list where I have declared a list. The element of the list is Python program and on list. When you print the list of index 0, it prints the first index element, that is the Python. Similarly, it prints the one index, that is program, and on the second index it's on, and third index it print the list. When you provide a negative index such as -1, this refers to the last element of the list. So in this case, the last element of the list is list, as I highlighted here. And when you provide -2 as an index, it points to the last second element of the list. In this case, our last second element of the list is on. Let's run and see the program. When I run this program, I see that initially the list elements are Python program on list. So print list of 0, list of 1, list of 2, list of 3. It prints the elements of the list based on the index. Here 0, 1, 2, 3 are the index of the list. So it prints on the 0th index it print Python, first index is print program, and second index is print on, third index is print list. So now accessing the last element. When you provide the negative indexing, it printed the last element of the list, that is the last element is list, and the second last element is on. I hope you guys understood how to access the element of the list and how to use the negative indexing. So let's move to nested list. Here we have an example of nested list. What is nested list? Nested list in the sense list is nested inside one more list. So the name of the list is list. Inside this list we have two sublists. These two sublists are nested inside this list. Here 0th index represents the complete nested list, and the first index represents the second list. This is the first list, this is the first list, and this is the second list. When you run this program, it prints the first list, and list of 1 prints the second list. Now say I want to access the element of sublist, that is this list, first list. I want to access all the element of this list. How to do that? Whereas this sublist indicates the 0th index, and again index you provide 0, 1, 2, 3 representing this index. Now we will run this example and we will learn the more concepts by running this example parallelly. Now see, this is executing the program. So initially what I did is list of 0, that is the sublist, it's printed this one, and list of 1, print list of 1, it printed the second list. Now in the second statement, what I am doing is access the element of the first sublist, that is this one, Python program on list. Suppose if I want to print the Python only. Now how to do that? Here is the syntax. Print list of 0 means list of 0 represents the first sublist, and again 0 represents the first element of the sublist here. Now let's say I want to access the program. So here list of 0 of 1, it represents C. Here you see the program. Similarly, list of 0 of 2 represents what? It represents the on. List of 0 of 3, it represents the list. Now we will comment out this section and we'll run this example and see what will be getting the result. See, here we got print list of 0, this is the sublist 1, that is index 0, print list of 1, that is the second index, second sublist of the list, it printed this one. Now what we are doing is we are accessing the individual element of the sublist, that is list, that is index 0 list, the element of the sublist is Python program on list. So here we access list of 00 Python, list of 01 program, list of 02 on, list of 03 is list. Similarly, if you want to access the elements of the second list, that is A1, A2, B3, C. So this is the syntax here. Earlier we accessed the element of the list 0, that is 0th index sublist, and I want to access the element of the second sublist. So how to do that? You provide the index number 1, this represents the second sublist, and the element of the second sublist starts from the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 similarly. I hope you understood how to access this sublist, nested list. When you run this example, you see that all the elements of the sublist are displayed. So this is the list of 0, this is the list of 1. First index is represent the second sublist. What we are doing is we are accessing the elements of the second sublist. So what are all the elements of the second sublist is 1A, 2B, 3C. So here is the syntax: list of 1 of 0, list of 1 of 1, list of 1 of 2, list of 1 of 3, 1 of, or similarly and so forth. So it displays all the elements of the sublist. Now we will see negative indexing. In negative indexing, how to use the negative indexing. Here I have the list, that is Python program on list. What is negative indexing? Negative indexing is nothing but that represent the last element of the list. -2 represent the last second element of the list. -3 last third element of the list. With the negative indexing, you can print the element from the reverse order. Let's say if you want to reverse the complete list, what you need to do, you need to just pass the list name :-1. What it does is it completely reverses the list. When you run this program, you would be able to see that list element are displayed from the reverse order, that is list on program Python one after the another and one after the another, and list of :-1, it displays the complete reverse of the list, that is list should contain list on program Python. When you run this program, you will be able to see, as I explained, initially our list was Python program on list. So with the list of -1 negative indexing, it accessed the last element. -2 it accessed the last second element. Similarly it did. And here you can see that list of :-1, what it did is it displayed the list in complete reverse order. I hope you understand this concept. Please let me know if you have any doubt in the comment section. I'll try to clarify your doubt. Now we will see how to remove the element of the list. We can use the remove method to remove the element of the list. What it does is we have the remove method. This removes the only one element at a time. To remove the multiple elements from the list, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the iterator. You're supposed to use the for loop to remove the multiple element. Here I have a list. The content of the list, the element of the list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 19, 20 and 21. These are all the elements of the list. When you print this list, it displays this list. So now suppose you want to remove the elements. You want to remove the elements. What are all the elements you are supposed to really remove? I want to remove element number 1 and the element 2. This is the element what you are doing. This is not the index, this is the element what you are doing here, what you are providing here. When you run this example, you see that the list will be displayed without 1 and 2. That will be list contains 3 to up to 21. List, how to remove the element from the list is, what is supposed to do, you need to provide the list name dot remove method and the element inside the remove method. It will remove the particular element. And after this, when you print this list, it contains the element with after removing the element. So here is our program run. So initial list was this one, and after removing the list, what we removed 1 and 2. We removed these two elements, so it displayed the list the final list that doesn't have the 1 and 2 because 1 and 2 is already removed. So similarly let's say I want to remove the element 10, 21 and 20. So now run this example and see whether the list contains. There was a problem in the comment section, so I removed that one, and now we will run this example and see. The element should be removed. What are all the element we removed? So initially it displayed the list 1 to that this was the original list, and after removal of elements, what are all the elements we removed? We removed 1, 2, 10, 21, 20. Do you see 1, 2, 20, 21 and 10 in this list? No, I don't see the 1, 2, 10, 21, 20 because these 5 elements got removed by using the remove method. Now we will see how to use the iterator method. What is the use of iterator method over here is remove. The drawback of remove method is you can remove only one element at a time. You cannot remove multiple element in a one go. That's the reason we use the iterator method. That is a for loop we use to remove multiple elements in one go. Now how to do that? This is the list, this is the initial list, and what we are doing is we are printing a message. Then what we are doing is we are printing the list. This will be displayed, this will display the complete list. Here I am taking for loop for I in range 1 to 10. 1 to 10 I am providing, and list name dot remove method. What? List name dot remove method, and I will be holding one of the value from range from 1 to 10, and it will remove. The loop again continue here till it reaches the 10. Once it reaches the 10, the loop will exit. Control will come out of the loop, and it displays this message and displays the list. Now run this example and see whether all the elements from 1 to 10 are displayed or not, removed or not. So this is the first list, initial list. What is this one? And after removing the element 1 to 10, we removed the elements, so the remaining elements will be displayed. So in one go what we did is we removed the multiple elements, that is we provided the range 1 to 10, and these elements got removed, and remaining elements 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 19, 20, 21 got displayed here. So we will see one more method how to remove the elements, from the list using the pop method, and what is the drawback of remove method over the pop method. We have already seen the remove method. Remove method, what it does is it removes the element. It removes the one element at a go. Remove method, what it does is it removes the one element at a go. So pop element, what it does is it removes the last element of the list, and even you can suppose you want to remove the element of the index 4th or index 5. Suppose you want to delete the number at the provided index, so that you can use the pop method. By providing the index number, it deletes. This was not possible in the earlier remove method. So here we have a list. These are all the content of the list. The element of the list is 1 to 9, and here list name dot pop function, what it does is it removes the last element of the list, that is here in this case it removes the 9, and when you print this list, it prints the list with the number 1 to 8. Now run this example and see. So this is the example we run. Our element was 1 to 9, initial element was 1 to 9, and we provided the list dot pop function. So what it did is it removed the last element. Pop function, what it does is it removes the last element of the list. Now you say I want to remove the element 1, position 1, that is the index 1. Here list starts with the position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The position starts from the 0. 0 means first value, the first index means second value. When you do least pop providing the position, that is the first position, it removes the element from the index position 2, that is in this case what is 2, index position 2. Now run this example and see So what it did is it removed the element 2 because we have provided the index 1. Index 0 is 1, index 2 is index 1, index 0 is 1, index 1 is 2. So it removed the this one element here. Let me change this statement. It removed the element. Now let's say I'll do list dot pop of 6, list dot pop of 3. I'll do this one and let me change this and run this. It will remove the element from the list, that is position 1, position 6 and position 3. When you run this example, you see that the element got deleted. Our first position is 2 and the sixth position value is 7. Third position value is what? Fourth, sorry, 0 1 2 3, third position value is 5th and the sixth position value is 8. It removed all the element. After popping all the elements, what it did is it finally displayed the values. Now in this video we will see one more concept, that is the slice operation. Initially we have the list, that is A to M elements are there in the list, and when you print this list it will print all the content of the list. Let's say I want to print the element from the fourth position to the end. That is the slice operation. Here I am saying what is the syntax you are supposed to do. List name, then provide the index name. What is the index? This is the position 4, and leave the last element as the blank. It will print all the element from the index 4 to the end. Now run this example and see. So initial list was A to M, it displayed, and print from start to end. This was the print from start to end. We displayed the message. Here list of 4 colon end up to the end, that is it displayed 0 1 2 3. This is the fourth position. From E to M it displayed. We will see one more concept here. Suppose if you don't want to provide this start and end, just how to print the complete list is, this is just list of colon provide. So you haven't provided the starting index and end index, so it will interpret that is complete list. It has to display the complete list. Here is the run. You can see that the complete list is A to M, it displayed. Now we will see how to use the range operation on the list. Suppose I want to slice the list. I don't want all the elements from starting to the end. I want only the couple of elements, like from the 4th position to the 10th position. How to do that? This is list here, and when you do list of 4 colon 10, this sublist will be stored in the slice list, and when you print the slice list, it will print the element from the 4th index to the 10th index. Now run this module, run this example. You see that sliced elements in a range 4 to 10 are E, F, G, H and I, J. These are all the elements. Now we will see, let's say if I have already covered this concept, that is from third to the end in the earlier, here 4 to. Now see how to reverse the list. Here we have the list. The element of the list is A to M, and when you print this list, it will print all the elements from the A to M list, A to M. And how to reverse? The logic of the reverse is list name followed by open bracket double colon hyphen 1. This what it does is it reverse all the element of the list, and it will store in the reverse list. When you print this reverse list, it prints all the elements of the list in a reverse order. Let's run this example and see. So the initial list was A to M, and reverse list is M to A. I hope you understood this concept. So the logic over here is to reverse the list is list name open bracket double colon hyphen one index. It reverses all the elements of the list. Now we will see how to slice the list in using the negative indexing. Here we have the example. Here we have a list that elements are A to M and print the list. It will display all the elements of the list. Here you have the slice list, that is you are not providing the starting index, that will be by default assume that is 0th index, and -4 you are providing the end index. -4 means nothing but it is the from the reverse, that is the last fourth element. In this case -1 is M, -2 is L, -3 is K, -4 is J. It will display element up to the J. And here we have one more, this one slice list. We are providing starting and end index as the negative indexing. Here you are providing the 7th index and -1 index. Now when you run this example, you see that the initial list was this one, okay, and the print element up to the 4th index, that is J was the index, and prior to the what is the J index, it will print up to that element prior to this, and element is index from -7 to -1. -7 to -1 is GHIJKL. Here if you see, this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. This is the -7 represent, and this is the -1. It represents the -1. -7 is G and -1 is L. As I already told you, hyphen index -1 index represent the last element of the list from the reverse order. -2 K, -3 J, -4, and so on. And one more thing you need to keep in mind when you are using the slice operation on the list using the negative indexing, the left side should be always greater number and right side should be the smaller number. If you provide in this manner, that is the left one is the lesser than the right one, it will print the empty list. Now see, in this example it initially printed the complete list, and element index from the -1 to 4 it printed the empty list. Why? Because here it represents the -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So J is the -4 and K is the -3, L is the -2, M1 is the -1. So basically what we are doing is we are negative indexing represent from this direction, it goes from this direction. Again what we are asking it to do is we are asking it to slice this operation from this direction, so that will not happen. That's the reason it printed the null list. Now we will see so in the next example what I did is I reversed that order, that is -1 -4 range I have provided, right? I sliced this operation. I'm using the reverse order, that is -4 and -1. When you do this, it prints the list in proper order. -1 to -1 to -4 it printed the empty list, -4 to -1 it printed the proper list from the reverse order. This I have completed all the concepts related to the list in this video. Totally I have covered 5 videos. If you guys have any problem or if you did not understand any concept, please comment out in the comment section. I'll clarify, and please do subscribe and hit like button. This will give a kind of energy to me to make more videos on the Python, and I'll be creating couple of videos on the Kotlin program, Go language, C, Perl, and shell scripting also. Thank you guys, thank you very much.